Good afternoon, everyone. It's that time of the week where I come your way with everything to do with African art. My name is Eric Amoakwa-Boadu, and today's program is going to be an exciting one because it's been a while since I came your way. And I hope all of you are doing really well. I hope all of you are having a fantastic day. In London, it's about 20-something degrees. We know we're having a really good time. The summer has been good to us. Within the week was even hotter. It was about 32 degrees some days, but today is around 24 degrees, 23 degrees. It's still great, and I hope wherever you are in the world, you are having a fantastic time. What I would require of you is that invite all your friends to come and join us so that we can talk about African art, things that motivate us, things that we can learn from each other. And today's guest that I've brought you would actually show you a different side to African art. I hope you're doing well. Let me play the intro again, and I'll allow you to just hit on the share button as well and invite everyone to join us. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So welcome back to African Art Talks with Eric, and today's guest is going to be somebody that I've looked up to for a long while, and I'm glad to bring him your way today. But before then, as we normally do, we want to learn something from the continent of Africa with regards to Adinkra symbols, and these symbols are specifically from Ghana. So I'll read you a little bit about it, and then we'll learn about the specific Adinkra symbol that I've chosen for today. If you joined us, say hello to me also in the comment box, and I'll be able to give you a good shout out back wherever you are in the world. I'll see your comment, whether on Facebook, whether on YouTube. Just let me know where you've actually tuned in from, and I'll be more than happy to give you a shout out. I'll be more than happy to mention your name as well. So we've got C. Clay from Ghana, who says, great job. C. Clay, you're doing a fantastic job as well. CK is an art therapist. If you haven't checked him out, go and check him out. His art actually speaks to people, and he actually transforms people's lives with the kind of art that he does. He is an amazing friend of mine. And C. Clay, kudos to the family as well, wherever you are. So yes, as I said, just type in a comment and I will give you a shout out. So thanks for joining, C. Clay. I'm just going to take you to the Adinkra symbols right now. Let's learn from our culture, our history, how we used to live and how we want to live going forward. So these are the Adinkra symbols, and in total, we've got about 146 of them. These originate from the Bono region of Ghana, which is within the Ashanti Kingdom area. And it started by King Nana Kojo Ajiman Adinkra. He was the king from 1810 to 1820. And he created these himself. But later on, he employed other people or artisans to join him. And they created all these beautiful, beautiful symbols. And each single symbol has a meaning to it. And we use that to communicate in the Ashanti Kingdom. And these days, you can see all these symbols all over the world being used on T-shirts, being used for earrings, being used for all sorts of things. But today's one that I want us to look at is this one, and it's called Wawa Aba. In the tree language, it's called Wawa Aba. And Wawa is a type of tree, and Aba means the seed. So in simple terms, it's a design that was inspired by the West African Adinkra symbol called Wawa Aba, literally meaning the seed of the Wawa tree. Now, since the seed of this tree is extremely hard, this symbol also stands for toughness, perseverance, hardness, resilience. So this symbol teaches us to be steadfast, to be resilient. No matter what comes our way in life, this symbol is telling us that we should stand firm and face life as it comes. Have you learned something good? I know you have, because every single symbol communicates with us. Hey, Thelma Blake. So good to see you, Thelma. Thelma says, so glad to get the opportunity to see and hear you. I'm from Abingdon, Virginia, USA. Thelma, it's so nice to see you on here. And I know that every Saturday, 4 p.m. UK time, you make the time to join us. We are so glad to have you here as well. Great. So today's guest, I'm just going to read his bio, a small bio of his, and I'm going to put his picture on there so that you know who I'm talking about. The person that I'm going to interview today is called Kelvin Ansong. Kelvin, I've known Kelvin for a very long time on Facebook, and I love his work. I love his approach to art. Kelvin is an emerging Ghanaian, ambitious and passionate artist, whilst he possesses a classic work methodology. Now, he's an inspirative African artist, and he claims to shed light on the societal issues through his work. I'm not going to read the whole of his bio, but I know that Kelvin has exhibited in countless exhibitions across the whole of Ghana and abroad, including Alesa Hotel, the British Council, Keteke Art and Craft Festival, the Chalawete Festival, Defer Art Gallery, German Swiss International School, Alliance Française is the spoken exhibition, the Columbia exhibition, and a whole lot more. He is actually changing the language that we use in art his own way. He speaks in a different language when it comes to art. And that is why I chose him today to interview him, to find out a bit more about his approach, what he's trying to do, how he actually started the whole journey of being an artist from the continent of Africa. So without much ado, let us just give Kelvin a warm welcome. Kelvin, how you doing? I'm just going to unmute you right now so that we can hear you.
All right.
Hi. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. And you?
Amazing. We're doing great as well. And I'm so glad that we've been able to schedule this and make it happen. Eventually, we've been able to meet. So I'm going to just go straight to the point because of time and ask you how you became an artist. Even before you tell us how you became an artist.
All right. As you said, I'm Kelvin Ansong.
Right.
A Ghanaian artist.
Yes.
Based in Accra, also based in Accra. But
right.
I'm in Sotum right now. Accra,
okay.
Sotum. Yeah, Accra, Sotum.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So, being an artist, my dad is also an artist, but his own is screen printing, songwriting. So he trained me when I was a kid before going to college. I schooled at Ghanata College of Art. I studied over there, and this is how I became an artist.
So yours is quite a different story, isn't it?
Yes.
You had an inspiration from your dad already, from when you were young.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
That is amazing. That's amazing. Some of us, I'm not sure where the inspiration came from. All I knew from the age of 6 was that I could draw, and I took it up on a permanent basis because I was so inspired by nature and everything around me. With yours, you're saying that you had inspiration from your dad, and he actually taught you how to, paint and draw.
Yes, please. Because of all right. It's because of when you look at my painting, it's because of how we write the lettering.
Okay.
Yes, you see that lettering in my painting.
And what type of lettering are you talking about? Is it the alphabet or?
Yeah, I mean the alphabet. Those days when I was a kid, how he started teaching me how to move your brush with the straight line with the alphabet, So I tried repeating that movement on my painting. So as you see the straight lines, the movements, yeah.
It all came from his inspiration, how he taught you, isn't it?
Yes, please.
Oh, that's amazing. So from would you say that from primary school you were already drawing all the way through to secondary school and all that? Did you do that?
Yes, please. For me, I wasn't very good in book.
Okay.
So my dad saw my talent that no, this guy have to be who he is.
That's right.
So they tried training me to be as in a great artist.
Yes.
So in primary, I was the one drawing, printing T-shirt, doing everything
Okay.
for
Okay.
at school. So from school, and my dad already told me that after you've completed JHS, you have to
Yes.
go to Granata College of Art. I was like, oh, okay, it's cool. So because of what I've been doing at school, my masters invited my dad to the school to ask of who I am.
Yes.
So they told my dad that you have to let your son to go to technical. I was very good in carpentry work, those kind of stuff.
The hands-on technical
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So your son have to go to technical school. Then my
Right.
dad said, okay. So this is where I find my. But I thought I would be a technical carpentry and those kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
Whilst I'm
Yes.
painting, I don't know, but this is what God have given it to me, so I have to use it.
That is amazing. I mean, you've got feedback from audience already, and I'm going to paste one of them on there. So OA Adeyemi Art says, Ansong is a very talented artist, and I really love his work. Well done. So
Wow, thank
see,
you.
you've got your loved ones showering praise on you already. So thank you,
Yeah.
OA Adeyemi, and thank you for your support as well. So let's go back to when they were advising you to go to technical school. Did you actually go to technical school?
No, I didn't.
You didn't go to the technical school. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I was very good in food. I was very good in football. I was very good goalkeeper.
Right. Okay.
So, after I completed school, I was like, oh, I have to play football because I was
That's
very
right.
very. Yeah, I have to play football. So I wait for
Okay.
just 1 year. But I didn't find any, like the dream. I didn't get it. I was like, okay, I have to go to school.
Go
So
back
that's
to
where I
yes.
started. Yeah, that's where I started school at Granata College of Art, and
Amazing.
this is me now.
And the rest is history, as you say.
Yeah.
The rest is history. And looking at your work, and we'll be looking at a few samples. They are amazing. They are quite different from what everybody does, and that is why it attracts me to it. I can see one behind you, but I'll show more on screen. But I want us to dwell on some of the challenges that you had growing up or taking art as a career, because we know that traditionally a lot of parents direct their children or sometimes even force them to take traditional subjects. Yours is a different case where your dad is pushing you to do art, not pushing per se, but it's grooming you up artistically. Did you still face these challenges of your colleagues, let's say, looking down on the career path that you're taking?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Sometimes my friend used to tell me, "Oh, yours is very, very good because your dad supports you a lot." I was
That's
like,
right.
"Oh, wow, it's nice." So for me, I quite remember that was 3 years ago, December, getting to the next year. My dad called me. He called me. That I said,
Okay.
Ansong, what do you want to do? I told
That's
my
right.
dad I want to be a great artist. So since then,
Okay.
my dad just left me to do what I want to do in life, to do what my heart will be okay for.
Wants to do. Yeah. No, that's amazing. I mean, that's the way to go. But when it comes to you pursuing your career, what would you say to up and coming artists as well in your same situation? Maybe they are not as lucky as you've been. They are being pursued to go a different route, but their talent and their heart is with the art. What advice would you give them?
Yeah, this is what I can tell them, that right now it's not easy to be an artist. So if you said that is what you do. You have to do it with your heart. Yes, please. You have to do it with your heart and keep moving. Gradually, everything will be fine. That is it.
No, I like that. I like that because we need a lot of support from those of us who are already in the industry to encourage the up and coming artists, to especially from the continent of Africa, because we all know that support there is not an appreciation of art. It's not as great as in the Western world. So it's up to us or people like yourself to encourage us to take up the challenge and still persevere throughout. So that is why the Adinkra symbol that I show says that you have to show resilience and hardness in life. You need to actually persevere things. It's not going to be easy, but you have to keep pushing every now and then. So after Granada, let's go to when you finished art college. Did you set up your own studio straight away, or how did you plan your art career, your professional art career?
All right. After Granada, I tried to work hard because the painting will pay for me. So I have to work hard. Yeah, I have to work hard. So since then, my dad gave me some room to, start my studio.
Yes.
And that's where I started painting a lot. So I have my painting. I have more of the Kescorism.
Okay.
Of the painting.
So I like the term that you've just used right there. A lot of people might not have heard of this word, and you're saying that it's called Kescorism, yes?
Kescorism, yeah.
Can you explain? And Kescorism is spelled, for those of you who are not familiar with it, it's spelled Kescorism, Kescorism. Now, not until today, I hadn't even heard of that word. So I quickly went on Google to try and find out what Kescorism meant, and all I could see was your name coming up. So I'm like, okay, is it a movement or something? Can you tell us more about Kescorism?
All right, the name Kescorism is my name, Kelvin, that I made it Kescorism. Yes, I wanted to be part of the Cubism because we have Dadaism, those kind of stuff.
That's right.
And my dad also called Kalesco. He called Alest, and he made his own Kalesco. So I picked the co. Kelvin picked the co from the CO from my dad.
Yeah.
So those days I was called Kesco. I wanted to be in the Cubism family, so I made it Kescorism.
Kescorism. I like that. So that's your own art movement.
You see, anytime I will sit on canvas or I will think to bring something extraordinary, I try to think different, to bring something extraordinary for people to see something different. Yeah.
That's true. That's very true. And I think you've done that brilliantly well. Let's take a few comments and then we'll carry on to show your actual work, because your artwork is so different, as you said. And it's, as you said, described it as Kescorism, which actually emanates from your name and your style of painting. So we've got a comment from Thelma. Thelma says, I would love for this young man to be able to come to the US and display his work. Amazing. Thelma, I'll contact you in the background and then we'll speak about it and make sure this happens. And that's the whole point of this show, to showcase Africa to the rest of the world. And Thelma also says that's such a good advice, Eric. Thank you, Thelma. Great. And then I've got my cousin, Amoakwa-Boadu, Deborah. Hi, Kaz. How you doing? Cousin says, it seems your dad is very supportive. So yes, as I said, not a lot of dads in Ghana would say, hey, my son, go and do art. No, not at all. So yours was a different story altogether, isn't it?
Yes, please.
That's right. So let's start showing your art, and then we'll talk about each piece that you've got. I had to really be selective because you sent me so many. Each one of them is so brilliant, and because of time, I had to string them down to these ones. So let's start having a look at these ones. So can you tell us a bit about your style, first of all, your color palette, and then why you painted what you're seeing on screen? Let's take the one on the left-hand side for a start.
Okay. The left one, this particular painting that you is on the screen is titled "Spoken."
Spoken. Okay.
Yes. It's in series, so spoken series.
Right.
I was trying to talk more about women.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like the voices, how women are going through inside domestic violence and so and how did they call
Right.
it? Yeah,
Challenges.
those kind of challenges, those kind of stuff. So I try to fight for them.
That's true.
Men are unique. That's what I believe. So when you look at more of my paintings, you see more women movement inside the painting. So I try to, do painting for them so that my voice will be, my voice will let them calm down a little bit. People will
That is
see them.
amazing, because I know that you did mention that you want your art to solve problems in your world, isn't it?
Yes, please.
And that's exactly what you've depicted here,
Yes,
addressing women who are suffering, let's say, their marriages, in their relationship, abuse, women
yes,
being looked down upon. So you're giving women a voice with this painting. Your style is so different, where, as you said, you use shapes and colors to form this abstract piece. Has it always been so? Have you always painted this way?
yes. I have painted more of this style.
All right.
Yeah,
And
I have.
what inspired you to choose the style to paint?
It's my own style.
Great.
So yeah, and I like blues, hot colors, cool
Yeah.
colors. It's like
Yes.
when I wake up early in the morning and I saw the skies, the moons, the this thing. It's like what a wonderful world. So
That's right.
I try to depict those colors in my paintings.
And you've done it brilliantly well. I'm going to show the next one.
All right.
And is this also part of the same series?
Yes, please.
So this series is called what? The Spoken series, is it?
The spoken series.
Okay, giving women a voice.
Yes,
And in the left-hand corner of the painting on the left, can you tell us what you've written there? I think you've given us a message in the painting.
yes. I said okay. Right now, I can't see it right now, but I write something that we will not shut up.
That's right.
Eh, our voice will be known.
Our voice will be known. So basically, you're saying that, nobody can shut them down in speaking
No,
what they are meant to speak. Their voice will still be known.
please, because
That is amazing.
the inspiration behind it that I got to paint this work, I heard some news at Nigeria. There was a lady who was raped by a group of men.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so that's when I got that inspiration that no, I have to also do something. Maybe my painting can talk more for them.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. So I'm going to
So
read
I
exactly what you've written there. You said, "Hear our voice. Allow us the life we deserve. We will no longer be left behind." So this was to do with the inspiration of, what happened in Nigeria, is it?
yes, please.
Amazing, amazing. And I think your colors, your everything is really projecting women in this light to say, hear our voice, do not leave us behind. So very well done, very well done. I'll take a few comments and then we'll carry on. So this
All right.
comment is from my wife. Marie says, "Good afternoon, husband and your guest." So Marie is saying, "Good afternoon to everyone." And then we've got Robert. Robert Techi says, "Go higher, bro." Robert, I think, is a fan of yours. And Robert is saying, "Go higher." Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert. So let's carry on with the discussions that we're having with regards to your paintings. I'm going to show one more.
Okay.
This one, is it the same series that we're talking about?
Yes, please. The same series.
Great. So the question is, how do you plan a painting? How do you choose your colors? How do you decide what shapes to use? What drives you to come up with a final piece?
Okay, actually, the image of the paintings, I just pick. It's an inspiration. I just pick them from different backgrounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay, so I think we're losing Kelvin a little bit, but as soon as he comes, we will carry on with our discussion, and it's to do with his painting of giving women a voice. Giving women a voice. Kelvin, are we back? Are we okay? Great. So you were telling us that you decide on the shape from the picture in the background. Is that what you were saying?
Yes, please.
Okay, so if you can carry on, I think the transmission just went off a little bit.
Yes. Okay. So I try to pick the image from different backgrounds.
Okay.
Africa, Europe. So when look at it before you understand it very, very well. So
Right.
mine colors, the moment I will start painting, I'll start sketching, I have already painted in my mind before bringing it on a canvas.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I tried all my painting I try to bring that circle inside the paintings.
And if I may ask, why do you bring the circle inside every painting?
You see, it's about unique.
Okay.
Everyone's paint, but for you to know it's your style.
Yes.
I can give example like Professor Abad Grover.
Yeah.
When you see Professor Abad Grover painting, you know that this painting is for Professor Abad Grover. And when you see my painting, you know that this painting is for chorism, K. Ansong.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So it's a language of your art. Basically, you use circles to depict your language, so that it's a signature wherever everyone sees your piece. They know that this is Kelvin Ansong's one, chorism, basically, to be precise.
Yeah.
Very well done. Very well done. I'd like us to see a few more. We've got more comments coming your way. You've got a lot of following. Charles Anaman says, "Good work, bro." So, Charles, thank you for your comments. Oh, Charles, it's my friend from the US. Charles says, "I really love color diversity on the canvas. I think the way you use color is amazing. You're able to balance color." And I'll be asking you about how you actually go about thinking about the colors to use. TWGT says, "My teacher." You got a teacher there. He says, "My brother, my friend, my role model." I like that.
Wow.
So he's got some good fans over there. Basically, let's go back to the paintings because I want you to tell us more about how you actually go about selecting your colors. And let's look at this piece, for instance. You know, the one on the left-hand side is very cool. And then the one on the right-hand side is a warm feeling painting. Both of them are about music, isn't it?
Yes, please.
Great. So can you tell us a bit more about how you go about selecting your color choice to make sure you've got a balanced painting and it's not all over the place?
Okay. Actually, when I'm trying to paint images like this with this movement, I try to use our skin colors to bring it out, and the bright colors at the background.
Right.
That's what I normally use on my page. So when you look at the left one, you will see more blues at the background. But then the image I just use the brown is our color, because I'm a dark color, so I just use those kind of colors to depict
all the melanin spectrum, isn't it?
Yeah, so that it can depict African painting.
That's right. Definitely. Definitely. And you've depicted it so well. I mean, have you got an interest in music as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So tell us a bit more about the actual content of the painting. What inspired you to paint this, using the musical instrument, the traditional one, as well as the Western type?
Oh, all right. I really like music a lot.
Okay.
I'm sure because of the music that makes me paint more artworks. Because the moment I will hear music with the beats, with the saxophone, with the uh, everything, I like it a lot. So I have a series of music of the soul. I have a
Right.
series of music of music. So yeah, I like music. That's why I painted this artworks
That's
with a
right.
modern type and our side too.
No, amazing. And as you rightly said, every single painting has the circle featuring, and then I can see there's a lot of radiation emanating from that circle, isn't it? And that
Mm,
forms the basis of the background of every painting. And you
yeah,
brilliantly are able to communicate, even though it's very complex and abstracty, we can
yeah,
still tell what's going on in a painting. So very well
yeah,
done.
yeah. Thank
Very
you,
well done.
thank you,
Very well
sir.
done. We've got comments still coming in, and I'm going to show one more. TWGT says Junior here. So I think you know Junior. Junior says go higher.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got another comment from Robert Techi says Kescorism is a movement. I remember. I love you, bro, Calvin. So I think you've made a name with the movement, and it's
Yes.
now that I know the name of Kescorism, I will project it even further because I know that this movement must come to stay. Right. So let's pause a little bit from the paintings and let's talk about life. Many a times when we take on a career, it doesn't mean that we've solved all the problems with regards to where we want to go to with that career. And I just want to know from you what you're doing to push yourself to the next level, what challenges that you're facing currently, and what you're doing to actually overcome them and push yourself to the next level.
All right. Um, right now, I'm dreaming big to exhibit outside,
That's
as
right.
As Tema said. Tema is
Yes.
trying to help me to be there and exhibit over there, and not only
Amazing.
Tema. Who fell in love with my paintings
Yes.
and they want to come in there to have exhibition or even stay there to produce, but then
That's it.
it's because of the COVID, so everything is slow. I have
It's slowed
some
down.
man from France who wanted to also do the same
Get
movement
your
for
work in France.
yeah, who
It's
also
it's all
wanted
going
to
to happen. It's all going
come
to
again.
happen. I think the COVID we've now got our jabs, the vaccines in place, and therefore traveling is much more easier than last year. So
Yeah,
eventually, we're praying that everything falls in line. Thelma, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Trying to get our brother to the US to show his work because his work is so brilliant. It must go far. It must go
yeah.
far.
So
Great.
that's what I'm doing to push myself. And for me, like this, I'm not posting all my paintings on Instagram or Facebook. This
True.
the work that I've been seeing is just few paintings because I have more paintings over there. I paint day in day out because that's what
Oh,
I said
wow.
I want to do in life. So that's what I do. I paint day in day out.
That's right. That's right. No,
And
that's amazing.
my dad is there, so I don't have any problem. I'm just working. They'll bring me my food to eat. That's it.
I like that. So I would say you are the type of painter who eats, sleeps, and drinks art, isn't it?
So simple.
Hey, that's the way to go. I mean, to stay in the creative realm, the talent that God has given you is amazing, and I know that you're not being lazy. You're putting it to work. So definitely, the results will show.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing,
It will
amazing.
it
I've
will
got
it will pay
yeah,
very
carry on.
soon. It will pay very soon.
I've got a comment from TWGT. He says that I should do more of this often with you. He didn't finish learning from you so that he can steal the rest of your teaching style from here through my questioning. Yes, TWGT Junior, I'll be doing more of these with him. Yeah. It's not going to be the first time that he appears on my show. Definitely would like to tap into your wisdom, just get to know the type of work you do, and make sure that the movement goes far in this world. So definitely, yes, we'll be doing more of these. Let's carry on showing the type of work that you do. Let's move on to these types. You've got the landscape type of painting as well. And I can see that the circle is always there. Can you tell us a bit more about these two?
Okay, the left one is titled Achievements, and the other one is titled A Better Tomorrow. But that one is sold, it's already sold. And A Better Tomorrow is already sold.
Wow.
Yeah.
So A Better Tomorrow, was it one of your most famous paintings? I mean, do a lot of people gravitate towards that one?
Yes, I think that was the painting that I got more likes, like 20K likes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I was like, oh wow, people love this kind of style, and they've been comment on this style, this movement. Right. So I try to produce more. It will come out soon. But that one is titled how did they call it? Potential series.
Potential, okay.
Potential series. I was talking more about Africa here, so that it will come very soon. I'm done with it, but I'm trying to do 1 or 2 things. It will come very soon.
Beautiful. Yeah. Right. So I put these three together because I know they're all along the same theme. What do you call these?
Okay, this is part of the Potential series.
Great. Fantastic. And why the term potential?
Oh, okay. I'm trying to say that we have everything, so we have to use it.
Exactly.
Our sun, we can use our sun to build the solar.
Yeah.
We have our water, we have our trees. When you look at the ground is very, very nice. I have from nice one.
Tell me about it. Very fertile.
Yes.
For those of you who don't understand, I have from he means it's very fertile. When something is from it means very, very, anything you plant on it, it will germinate. Isn't it?
Yes, please. Yes,
that's
please.
Right.
So I try to, bring something extraordinary to the world. That's why I'm painting. And so when you look at the skies, the sky too is different from the other ones I've been doing. Yes, you see, as you've been painting day in, day out, you've been getting more ideas to, bring it out.
That is true.
Because another movement name is coming very soon. So.
Oh wow.
I'm ready to fight.
Definitely. And as you know, back in the days when Picasso was trying to come up with his own style, a lot of people ridiculed him. They just did say that, it's ridiculous how he paints human figures and all that. But he stayed the course, and today, look at it. Everyone knows Picasso. So I know that escorism is here to stay.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
It's here to stay. We must project it.
People used to call me Ghana Picasso, but I want Ghana escorism.
That's it. Exactly that. Because you are an individual, you have your own style. You might seek inspiration from Picasso, but you've got your own. You know that Picasso came to Africa to get a lot of inspiration when he was doing his bit.
That's what I checked internet, a documentary of him, and it was like I picked my inspiration from Africa. I was like, wow.
Right. Yeah. So that is why Africans must be proud in what we've got. We must be very, very proud in our style and keep going, regardless of the challenge.
Yes.
Regardless of the challenge. That's amazing. Right.
Okay.
No, please carry on.
Okay. One of my friends just came in here and it was like, you see the Europe people, the US, those kind of stuff, they have Cubism, Dadaism, those kind of stuff. But Africa, do we have something? I said, oh no, we only have only Edinkra symbol. I was like, oh, we have to, because they pick inspiration from us.
That's true.
So we have our name that we can sell it out.
We can actually sell it out. Yes. Yes.
And my friend to my studio, and he is very, very happy because of the name that I have. I'm showing it into the world.
Definitely.
So
no, keep pushing. And there's a comment from Raphael Kobina. Raphael says, "Great piece, bro." Raphael is a good friend of yours, is it?
Best friend, my best man.
That's amazing. Thanks for the support, Raphael. Thanks for the support. He gets the message right now. Right, let's look at the last two paintings. 4 paintings, actually, to be precise. These are beautiful, beautiful paintings. And I can see Kente and everything in it. What's the message here?
Okay, this is also in series. I like painting in series.
Okay.
And this is titled Queen of My Own series.
Queen of My Own series.
Yes.
Amazing.
I was trying to
Queen of My Own.
Inspiration. What you see, I normally sometimes I pick my inspiration from my friends, how we'll be talking. So after we've chat finished, then I get inside my studio. I started about what we thought before my friend just left right now.
Yes.
So we are talking more about virginity. So I just asked my friend that, do they still have 18 years virginity? Because I heard it at church. That's why I asked my friend.
Yes.
And he said, oh yeah, we have it, but we have it. Even we have 40 years old, 40 years lady that are still virgins. I was like, oh wow. So I picked that inspiration and painted it that, oh, okay, it means you have to be who you are.
That's right. So Kevin, we've lost him a little bit, but we're saying that these two paintings came out as a result of conversations that he had with friends at church, talking about virginity, talking about virgins, and he came back to his studio and put these two amazing paintings. He started a series. I've got 2 more to show you. When Kevin comes back, he'll talk about the 2 other ones. But these are beautifully painted paintings, abstracts, and try and figure out what each painting is trying to say. On the left-hand side, I can see a woman with his hand by the chin, holding a flower, a piece of flower over there, wearing a beautiful black and white hat over there. Kevin has dropped, but will be joining us very, very shortly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful painting showing the kente cloth that we have in Ghana. Kente cloth is something that we are proud of as Ghanaians. We wear it to beautiful ceremonial events, and we also wear it to functions like churches, parties, and the rest. So that is what he's depicted in there. On the right-hand side is the same, a beautiful lady wearing a kente cloth, and you can see that there's a butterfly on the hand. I mean, Kevin's paintings are so complex that you have to take your time to decipher each one of them. These ones are, he's got geometric shapes. You have to actually make sure that you understand where each piece is and try and make out what he's trying to communicate. But eventually, when you understand what he's communicating, it all comes together as a very beautiful piece. So Kelvin is doing really, really well. As soon as he joins us again, we'll just take the end notes and then we will take it from there. These 2 are also beautiful parts of that series as well. In this series, on the left-hand side, you can see that he's featuring the Jinyami signs, or the Adinkra symbols that I was talking about earlier. You can see the Jinyami sign. You can see the Sankofa sign. You can see that one that looks like a comb. All these have different meanings, and we actually use them on our fabric. So Kelvin is doing a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful job rendering these paintings. On the right-hand side, too, you have a lady in a hat, beautifully painted. She's pondering, but he features the kente cloth predominantly in these series. And his use of purple signifies royalty as well, royalty in there. And then, as he told us earlier, the circle is something that he always features in there. So Kescorism at its best. Let's take a few comments. So there's a comment here that I'd like to put on the screen whilst we wait for Calvin to come and join us. Right. So TWT Jr. is saying that this is depicting the beauty in being yourself, the perfection in not following the crowd. Exactly that. There is perfection in not following the crowd, not trying to be someone else, but be yourself in all that you do. Very well done, Junior. And then Raphael says, beautiful painting by all standard. Love you, bro. Kesco to the world. Kesco to the world. And then Junior says, Kescorism rocks. I like the fact that your friends and your loved ones are supporting you so much with the movement of Kescorism. Now, Azar Gold says, I always disagree and correct them when people call artists Ansong, Ghana, Picasso. That is very true. He mentioned himself, that people were trying to term him as the Ghana Picasso. But no, he said, no, I am Ansong, I am myself. And his movement is called Kescorism. So that is what Azar Gold is saying here. And then we've got Raphael saying why. I think there was a comment earlier and Raphael says why, why he disagreed with that. I think it's got to do with authenticity, where we as artists have to be authentic, especially those of us from Africa. We need to communicate our own language. Let me try and get hold of Ansong. I've lost him. I'll call him and make sure that we come back and finish this program. So hold on just 1 minute whilst I try and get him. The internet in Ghana has, affected him, and therefore he's dropped off the call, but he'll join us very shortly. I just spoke to him. He's just going to join us shortly. His internet dropped, but he's reconnecting. But I'll keep reading the comments that are coming in. Really good conversation taking place in the background. So Junior is saying that because he's the king of his own, he uses Kescorism. And no disrespect, but he enjoys being known as Ghana Kescorism, which is brilliant. And as I say, it's exactly to Junior. So Ghana Kescorism is a title that will be given Calvin, because definitely he's got his own language, he's got his own way of communicating to the art world, which we all accept. I mean, I, for one, I really love the way he's done it, and we accept that definitely. So as soon as Calvin joins us, we will continue with the show. But in the meantime, I'm just going to play the intro again, invite more people to join in, and then we'll bring this to a conclusion. Welcome back, everyone. I'm happy to say that we've got Kelvin in the background, so I'm just going to add him on now, and then we will conclude with the show. Kelvin, welcome back. Welcome back.
All right. Thank
We
you.
are glad
Thank
to
you.
have you. I'm going to show you the last two paintings, and
All
then
right.
we will delve into what's for the future, and then talk about your exhibition that you recently had in May at the
Okay.
Colombian Embassy as well. So let's
All right.
have a look at the last two pictures, and then we'll carry on. So this is the last two that I'm going to show of the series that you're doing. And I was talking
Okay.
about the fact that you've incorporated the Adinkra symbols that I was talking about.
Okay. Okay. As I said, this is also part of the Queen of My Own series. So
Right.
the Adinkra symbols and the Kente to let it more African painting, to depict
All
more
right.
African painting. Yeah. So that is the idea behind it. That's why I add the Adinkra symbols and the Kente. And the left one was my favorite painting.
All right. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I love that. I mean, the colors are popping, the shapes are showing through, everything is well, and you communicate the message really well. I mean,
Yeah.
this is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
Great. Now, lastly, what medium do you use? Do you use acrylic or oil or any other medium?
I use acrylic on canvas.
All right. Okay.
So I'm trying to do some different movement with different kind of paint medium.
Right.
I'm not thinking about it.
Okay. Okay. So I love the fact that you keep experimenting. You've not
Yeah.
limited yourself to just one style. You're
Yeah.
still pushing the boundary of art. There's no limit into one style or just one medium. You are trying different things, and even pushing the boundary of categorism, isn't it?
Yes, please.
Amazing, amazing. That's really good. So, how was your exhibition? I know you held an exhibition in May at the
Yes, please.
was it Colombian or
Yes,
which
please.
embassy? Colombian embassy
Yeah,
in Ghana.
Colombian embassy. Yes, please.
All right.
February. That was this year February. I have had two exhibition. So this
Okay.
year February on was in Alliance Française.
Right.
After that, the May on was in Colombia Embassy, and it was very nice. It was awesome.
Amazing. It's good to hear
Uh,
that. I saw snippets of it.
yeah, I was so excited that day because
Good, good, good.
we are three artists exhibiting over there, and
Okay.
all our paintings are different
That's it.
styles,
Yeah.
masterpieces. That's what everybody that will come in here is like, wow, these paintings are masterpieces. If you guys
Masterpieces.
exhibit this painting outside there, you'll be so excited. I was like, wow.
You know the thing I like about your studio? You've got lovely background noise coming in. Yeah.
It's
And it
like,
makes me miss Ghana so much. You have
yeah,
the cock crawling in the background and all that.
I love animal. I didn't send you my animal paintings. I love
Okay.
animal. I
All
didn't send
right.
it to you. I love painting animals and I love animals. I have
Amazing.
a rat right now behind me. Yeah. Love animal.
Because I can hear all the background noise coming from Ghana, and I'm like, oh man, okay,
So
okay,
this is my rat.
all right, wow. So a lot of
Good.
inspiration in your
No.
studio, which is really good.
Yeah.
That's amazing, and I'm glad that you had a fantastic time during the exhibition that you just had, and we are praying for more of these exhibitions to happen. Some in the UK, US, all over the place. I can see your friend has just joined you in the studio as well, which is
That is
great.
my sister. That is
Your
my
son,
sister.
your
No, my
sister.
sister. I mean, my
Oh,
favorite. She's also.
hello. She's
Hello.
an artist as well.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Great, great, great. So talking about that, do you teach children art? Because are you also
Yeah.
passing on the same that's the same teachings that you had from your dad?
Yes, please. That's what I used to do when I see that you can do something about painting, about sketching. I try to help a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, especially when people came to my studio and they wanted to bring their son, their children to for me to teach them.
Yes.
So I do teach people. I do teach
No, that's
people.
amazing. Because we must always pass on the talents or the skill sets to the younger generation.
Yeah, because my dad used to tell me, Kelvin, you see the way I have teach people, they have be at the top there. So that's
Yeah,
what you have to do. I was
that's right.
like, wow. So me, when you come to my studio, art is art.
That's
What
it.
is inside here that is not inside yours.
True.
So I will teach. Yeah, then that is it.
Exactly. And it's good to, teach so that they can also find their own language and also bring out a different movement. I mean, that is all art, isn't it? That's all
Yes,
part of art. That is all part of art. So, your last few words, if people want to buy a piece of your artwork, if they want to find more about you, what social media platforms are you on?
oh, okay. Instagram,
You're on Instagram.
Facebook.
I can see
Yes,
that you
yes.
have two links on Instagram. I'm going to show the
Yeah,
first one.
yeah.
So on
The
Instagram, is it artist?
artist
Yes.
Ansong is the
Okay.
main
So
the main.
that's artist K and then
Uh,
Ansong.
yes, please.
Great on Instagram. And then
Yes,
what's
please.
your other Instagram link?
Kescorism.
Kescorism. Right.
Yes,
So if
please.
you're looking for Calvin, you've got two links for him on Instagram. Instagram, yes. One being Kescorism, and then the
Yeah.
other being the one that I showed earlier, artist K
K
Ansong.
Ansong. Yeah.
And then on Facebook too, you can find him on artist K
This
Ansong,
K
isn't it?
Ansong. And LinkedIn.
Amazing. And then you're on LinkedIn as well, did you say?
Artist K Ansong. Everything artist K
Yeah.
Ansong.
Great, great. So if you go on all the social media platforms, just type in artist K Anson and Kelvin will pop up. No, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Are there any last words that you'd like to give the world, basically?
Yes. You see, in Africa here, we still need the opportunity to exhibit outside there, so that we'll be known, especially with a young artist. So anytime I pray to God that I need to get the right people, because what I'm doing is great. So
That's
I need to
true.
get the right people to work with.
That's true.
So this is what I can tell the world, that we have many talents in Africa here. So when they come in, they are going to find what they want to support
Yes.
in that person. Yeah.
That's true. No, great. I'm going to just read a few comments from the background, especially on YouTube. You have a whole lot of conversation going on, and then we will bring it to a close. But it starts with Thelma. Thelma says that she met you some years ago, and then
Yeah.
Junior says yes, he remembers you painting Thelma at that time, and then Thelma
Yeah.
says yes, we became friends right away, and you have continually encouraged and promoted you in the US. So Thelma, thank you so much. Junior says he was a student then.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I'm
And
the
then
one who
Thelma says, oh, okay. So how has Junior been your student? Have you got a school of art or something?
No, I got an opportunity to have video interview.
All right.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and
Okay.
the woman saw my painting, and that one was like, "No, I'm not sure that you painted this way." So as they started talking, and she believed that, oh, it's me.
That's right.
Okay, I have a son that can you teach? I said, oh, yeah. So the woman came, the one who did me interview, he came with his
Okay.
son, video,
Ah.
and right now I'm working, and right now Junior have done a great works, great
Amazing.
artist, and they appreciate me a lot. So right now Junior is at Germany right now.
Oh, Julia, well done. Well done. So Thelma says, thank you. I have it displayed in my home, and everyone who comes wants to know about it, and they remark on how wonderful it is. So your work is still with Thelma at the moment. And then Junior went on to say he was more excited than you would in making it. I remember. Oh dear, that's interesting. And then Azar Gold says that you rear all sorts of animals. He can't even think having it in his house. So you've got all sorts. You've got rats, you've got dogs.
I have everything. He's also my friend. He just left right now. He's in my studio.
Amazing.
The picture is my
yeah. Amazing. Amazing. I mean, animals are our best friends, isn't it?
Serious?
Sure. Definitely. Great. So fantastic. These are the comments, and everybody else that came to join us today. Thank you so much, Kelvin. And I hope this wouldn't be the first time that we speak about your art. Definitely will be having more to say about it, pushing the movement forward to the rest of the world. Right. And then thank you so much for honoring the invitation as well.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Great. So that was Kelvin Ansong. And thank you so much, Kelvin. Thank you all as well for joining me. Every Saturday, 4 p.m. UK time, I bring a different artist from the continent of Africa to come and join me. But if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel where I show all the artists that I've interviewed so far, over 20 different artists from the continent of Africa, head over to YouTube. If you go to YouTube, just type in this, or if you type in African Art Talks with Eric, you'd find me there. And subscribe to my channel as well. And also press on the notification button so that each time I come, you would be notified. Definitely, it's been a pleasure having you this Saturday afternoon. Hope you have a wonderful week. God bless you and have a great week.